What is up, everybody? It's Randy with R&R Outdoor Services of Michigan. So today my video, I know the transmission isn't completely done, but I'm going to make a video about this transmission, the known problems, and for all the stuff that I'm doing, which you'll see if you go back and look at the videos that I've done, you'll be able to see what I've done. And in the next video, hopefully next video, you guys will see me installing it and the little parts that I did need. So this is basically my opinion on the transmission and my tractor that I have. If you guys don't know, I have a Husqvarna YTA22V46. YTA is yard tractor something, and the A is for the automatic transmission. The H is the hydrostatic. So if you guys have a YTH, it's the metal version of this tractor. The 22 is for the horsepower, so it's got a 22 Briggs, and the 46 is for the cutting size. Today I just want to go over the problems that I've had to fix on this mower, and I think I've owned it about 2 years, a little bit over 2 years. It's got probably about 150 hours on it. So the problems that I've had so far, obviously the transmission, if you guys haven't seen what I've been going through, you guys can see in my other videos. But other problems that I've had is the spindle on the mower deck went out. That one of the, you can't grease it, so one of the seals had ended up failing, so a lot of the grease that was in there came out. Again, Husqvarna's fault, or I'll have to beep that word out because I can't say that anymore. So here is a list of what I've done. I've had to replace that on there. I've had to replace the bearing for the transmission, which was $8, $9, let's just round up. The spindle was about 65 bucks, I believe. The seals I had to buy 2 of. They're 7 bucks a piece for the transmission. I had to buy the special tool. Let me grab it so you guys can see. The special tool to take the transmission apart, made by General Transmission. Could have made it, but decided not to for 11 bucks. Why not? And then I had to buy the grease. My fault. That was 14 bucks. The flat idler pulley, I'll show you it here. It had went out on it, so I have to get another one of them. We had the, let me find it, the little spacer. And these are all underneath to the drive system. These are all components to that. So if we add up what I've spent, and this is circa 2019, 66 bucks for the transmission and these, and then I spent another 60, so about 126 or something. Rounded off 130 bucks, and that doesn't count the time that I had to bring it into the shop because it was burning oil. They couldn't figure it out. Could be because it just sat for, cause I think I let it sit for a month, because that's my bagging mower. So I let it sit for a month. Woo-ha, maybe that was the issue. I think I spent like 35 bucks there. They just cleaned the fuel system, did it, checked it completely through. And obviously I've changed oil, I've changed plugs, belt went out within 50 hours, and that was just wear and tear. Like it didn't get stretched out like a normal belt would. It had actually broke, so we put a belt on it. I think that was like $45, don't quote me on that. I've had to replace the seal on the overhead valve, or the valve cover. That went out, scraped that off, put a new one on, just some RTV. So overall, this tractor would be, I would say, a good tractor if you're a homeowner. Do I like the transmission that's in it? Not at all. Not a fan of it. A lot of work because the seals on this, that I had replaced was a big problem, and to have someone at a shop do that, they're going to charge you about $200 if you have to add grease. If not, then it's easy. You pop the seals out. Not really that hard. So, and obviously you may have some difficulty. Let's say they find something underneath that's broke, like what I did, because I looked through and that pulley and the spacer was broke, so replace those. So you're looking at, if you had someone grease and do the seals on this, you're looking at roughly $200 to $250 depending on your shop. Luckily, I'm a small engine mechanic. I do small engine work. I work at a shop during the summer, so I know a lot of what I've done. So, but just overall, this is a good homeowner. If you're going to use it commercially, I wouldn't recommend it. If it's got a plastic transmission, I am not going to say the name. If it's got that certain transmission, I would not recommend buying it, because they've had a lot of problems in the past. So it's just, I don't foresee them getting worse. I should say that. So maybe in the future they may come out with a better, sturdier transmission. It makes quite a few transmissions for residential mowers, snow blowers. I've never seen it. Stuff like that. So that's about it, guys, for today's video. Again, I couldn't recommend, and obviously this mower isn't a commercial mower, but like within 100 hours that should be covered by a manufacturer warranty. It never was, so I pretty much was out of luck there. And they say because I had left the key on that, and they say when you take it in, if it's got over 200 hours on it, that they won't warranty it. That was kind of, to me, when you take it in, and this is something that doesn't make sense at all, because you can replace that hour meter, and it can say 50 hours on it, but you've been using it for 350. So there's just a lot of little things about that mower, and I do have to say the brand that it is, they've gone downhill. They've gone downhill quite a bit. My papa's got a Husqvarna yard tractor. It's been fine, no complaints. Obviously the regular maintenance, oils, plugs, battery, belts. He doesn't really go through many belts. He has put a mower deck on it, but he lives in a really, really sandy area, so about every 7 years he has to get a new mower deck. So, but yeah, just going downhill, guys. That's what they do to cut costs and try and make things cheaper. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't work. That's just how it is. Whether you're buying a lawnmower, whether you're buying a tool set, even. Tools. They do the same thing. They're cutting everything down so they can get more money. And really, they shouldn't be. Obviously they are, but nothing we can do about it, guys. So see you in the next video.